Hello and welcome back to the Japan Sim World channel, and today we are playing another Sonic powered game, actually a game that has flown literally under my radar, a game that I actually haven't heard of until now. This is Landing Hero Haneda 787. So Sonic Powered apparently created a flight sim featuring Tokyo Haneda and the Boeing 787. And we know that Sonic Powered is known for their many train sims, as we saw in the last video, as well as their air traffic control sims, but I actually had no idea that they made flight sims as well. I can't even remember how I came across this game, but somehow I found out about it and saw it on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Sure enough, there it was, and looks like, based on the information below, it's been around for a few years now. It happened to be on sale when I got this, around $8.99, so I went ahead and decided to give this game a try because we played a lot of Sonic powered games on this channel, but not a flight sim yet. So let's go ahead and get into it, see what this game has. I can kind of tell already the aesthetic looks very, very similar to their air traffic control games. I know they've released two outside of Japan, and we played both of them on this channel, one at Tokyo Haneda here, and the other one at Chubu Centraire as well. In any case, looks like now we're leaving the tower and taking on the role of the pilot, which we have done in other games like Microsoft Flight Simulator and Jet to Go on this channel. Based on initial impressions, this flight sim definitely looks more arcadey. It doesn't really look like a full sim, and it looks like this game consists of various stages, much like their ATC sims, and so I'm guessing these probably aren't full flights. I'm guessing they are more scenarios, basically. But in any case, the only option we have right now is stage 1. So let's get started. I, as you can tell, I have never played this game, and so I have no idea what to expect. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Training mode, okay. We have the new driver logo on the training mode as well, so I guess we will try and land a plane. Let's see where this takes us. Welcome to the cockpit of the 787. In this game, you'll be challenged with the biggest highlight of any flight, landing, of course. Let's conquer. Wow. Let's conquer Haneda Airport, the gateway to Japan's skies under various conditions. Aim to be a landing hero. They love using the word hero in this game, as well as their ATC games. They use air traffic control hero, and so now I guess we're a landing hero. Just the way Sonic Power titles their games is quite interesting here. Okay, so it's like rudder, flaps. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm probably gonna forget a lot of this, so let's just see if I'm able. Okay, let's just see if I'm able to fly a plane and land it using a Nintendo Switch controller. I do not have a separate flight controller. They don't have any available for the Switch, so let's get started here. I'm guessing the left stick here. Okay. Oh, I think I'm doing okay so far. It's actually not that difficult, actually. Yeah, fly through the circle is always it's always nice when there's a guide. So I'm just pushing forward on the left stick. All right, I guess I gotta drop the flaps. Check landing gear down. Gear down was auto. Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna drop them all the way down to full. think they're supposed to go down all the way, at least from my experience, at least. I guess we're a little low. Let's go up a bit. Like I said, I'm literally just pushing forward on the left stick. That's really all I'm doing. Let's see.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Check if the manual brake using. Alright, well. Hey, look at that. One of my easier landings so far with all those guides. Oh, look, we got a replay. That's always nice. That's a nice view of Haneda, and they got that little tower in the middle of the water there. I forgot what that's called. I'll add that into the video. I know that we've seen it quite a few times on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Doing landings at Haneda. Let's see what our score is. Oh. Grounding position. I guess I touched down too early. That's why they gave me a 10 out of 30 on the grounding. So 80 out of 100. That's okay. I guess we'll take that for now. Remind you guys, I'm not a professional pilot as well. So, okay, stage 2. Oh, I see. So we can't do captain mode until we clear all training. Okay. Well, let's see if stage 2 is any different. Okay, get a gear higher to clear this. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got a little bit of a wind. One thing that's interesting about landing these planes, you see those red and white lights at the runway. Those are actually indicators in terms of where you're supposed to be. So I learned this because I flew in an actual simulator with an instructor, and he told me that you want to keep the red and white at 2 and 2. That's how you know you're positioned correctly. If you're at like 3 red, you want to go up a little bit. If it's 3 white or 4 white, you want to go down a bit, basically. So, yeah, something I didn't know. I've been playing flight simulators for quite some time, but I didn't know about that until recently. But let's see.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Too far ahead, I think there. Too far ahead there, I think. Yeah, we were up a little high, so probably won't get a good score on that grounding. But let's see. Oh wow, they actually have a pilot view for the replay. I wonder if I should just change to this view. This would feel more like a flight simulator. Yeah, this is a cool view. Let's see how far away from the touchdown point I was. If you've seen me play on Flight Simulator, I don't usually land at the exact spot. Oh yeah, that's oh, that's not terrible actually. That's not quite on the mark. It's very much like those train simulators we're playing. You gotta stop on the mark. Here you gotta touch down on the mark in order to get a good score. Luckily we're not being timed here, so that's a good thing. We're only at the final stage of flight in this case, hence the name Landing Hero. Oh! Wow! Very nice. Okay, we actually got a perfect score on the grounding. We just didn't center it exactly, but alright, 90 out of 100. Very cool. So it looks like the wind is going in different directions for each stage, and I'm guessing that. So we had wind going in one direction in the last one, and here we have another. Ah, there we go. That's better. Now it feels more like a flight sim. I just realized too we have these this pink marker here in the heads-up display that is kind of an additional guide as to where we're supposed to be in terms of altitude. So that's kind of cool. I might follow that. Anyone remembers my last video on the Sonic Power Train Sim, I was spending a lot of time looking at the guide for speed and position. That was interesting. But it's a good gameplay experience, I think. Especially for people who aren't used to flight sims. Like I said, this definitely feels more arcade-like, much more like Jet to Go, I think. It actually controls pretty well too with the controller, not feeling the need to have to use a flight controller, although I'm sure that would really add to the experience if there was one for the Nintendo Switch. I don't believe there is one though. I don't think the Switch has any flight joysticks or yokes. I could be wrong though. Feel free to comment if that's not the case.
400.
Far.
300.
Lights are at 2 and 2, so that's good.
200. Minimum. 100.
Oh, a little too high.
40, 30,
Oh,
20, 10.
way ahead of the touchdown spot. And there we go. Yeah, we went too far ahead there. Too far ahead of the touchdown spot. You know, I didn't look up at the the other marker up there, so I just realized I can rotate the camera on this. Let's see, how far past the touchdown point did we go? Yeah, way past it. Way past it. And we almost went off the side. I had to figure out how to steer the plane back. Oh, that's a sharp turn. That didn't look good. Anyways, let's see. What's the damage? 30, 20, 30. Gee, oh, wow. Okay. Somehow we got 30 points on the grounding. That was an S-ranked landing. Okay. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but okay. All right. I guess we can move on. Yeah, very surprised. Very surprised by that. Let's all right, now we're into the normal stuff, so let's see. Oh, a little bit more of a crosswind this time. Okay. So I see. So the crosswind is supposed to kind of throw us off a little bit. So the more I play this game, the more I realize that this really feels like an extension of the air traffic control simulators that Sonic Powered has made. The graphics look very similar, and the music is even the same. I remember this music from the ATC sims, so I'm guessing they probably use a lot of the same resources from those games. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. All right, let's see if we can nail this one.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, dear me. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, that was rough. We actually nailed that landing pretty good, but we ended up overcorrecting. Okay. All right, well, let's try again. I kind of want to lower the gear myself, but it's not letting me do that. I'm not an advanced enough pilot in order to be able to do that. One thing about me too, when I play other flight sims, I don't usually play with crosswinds. Generally, I go with the easiest option, just because I prefer that. I don't crank up the difficulty too much on games like Microsoft Flight Sim or other similar ones. I don't have these visual aids usually when I'm landing a plane in those games, though. So, but yeah, definitely not a lot of experience with crosswinds. I gotta keep the plane up higher. Oh no! Now I gotta get lower. Get lower. Get lower. There we go.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
All right, here we go. Oh dear me. Let's see. Don't get up. Oh. Okay. All right. I'm not steering the plane well enough as I feel like I'm touching down. I feel like I'm touching down okay. Just not keeping it straight, interestingly enough. Oh, a little high. A little low, rather.
100.
Oh, now we're a little high.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Very good. Oh! Keep it on the runway. I'd say that was pretty successful for my third attempt at a crosswind landing. Let's see how that looked on the replay. Is that Mt Fuji out in the distance there? Looks like it. Doesn't have as much snow on the top, but yeah, I'm guessing that's it. That is the direction towards Mt Fuji if we're landing on 3-4 right. Also, it's a kind of a flat view of Tokyo Head, but I'm guessing that's Tokyo Tower in the distance. Let's see, where did we touch down? Yeah, we end up... Oh, we almost went straight off the runway. We're probably going to get dinged for that. I love how the view of Tokyo, it's just Tokyo Tower, the Rainbow Bridge, and the Fuji TV headquarters are the only visible buildings. So you got Tokyo connecting with Odaiba as the only visible landmarks of Tokyo in this game, at least from here, from this view. All right, let's see. Perfect. Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing it's where you finish, maybe, in terms of the center position? I don't know, but 100 points? Oh dear, okay. Oh, we gotta get an S rank to clear this one? Oh my. Well, that's a tall order. Well, let's see what we can do. Oh, we gotta turn now. So we're a little bit further out now. All right, so now this is definitely more involved, or we're actually turning towards the airport. Let's see. We're gonna need to really focus here because we need that S rank in order to clear it. So let's see if we can't do this right. And I haven't done anything with the thrust yet. I don't think I need to. I think that's a good enough position for it, but if we need to adjust it, we will. And once again, I can't drop the landing gear. I wish I could. Ooh, we're definitely not centered, that's for sure. Well, we're hitting all the marks at least so far, but we're still kind of high.
10,
I don't know how good of a landing that was. I think we're hit the ground a little too soon, I think. All right, let's see. I see another landmark out in the distance. I'm guessing, again, I'm not sure, but maybe that's the Skytree. What's interesting is you have Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is easy to identify in this case because of its red and white colors. And then you have the Skytree, and I believe it's taller than Tokyo Tower. I don't know how much taller, based on what I see out there. That may be the Skytree. Oh yeah, we're quite low. Quite low. I think we tried to stretch it out a bit here. Close, close, close. It was close, but short. Alright, so we lost some points on the approach. Okay, we got the S rank. Maybe we didn't line up too good on the final approach, but there we go. We cleared our first hard stage. And our next hard stage is here, and we have to get an S rank on this one, so. Oh my. We're coming in from a different spot. Alright. Okay. We're kind of off to the side here. Not a lot of issue with wind yet. Alright, now we gotta turn this direction. As arcadey as this flight sim is, it actually requires quite a bit of focus, much like all the other games we play on this channel. Train sims, trying to get trains to their stations on time and on the mark. This is very much that same feeling. It's not a full-on flight, as we know. So I have a feeling this whole game, given the title of it, Landing Hero, is pretty much just all landings, which makes sense for a flight sim of this type. It's really the most exciting part. And of course, only one airport. I don't believe there's any other airports in this game. I don't think they've made any others. Maybe they have, just not outside of Japan. I'll have to take a look later and see. But yeah, so far I think this is the only one I know of, the only landing simulator game that I know of by Sonic Powered. Of course, feel free to respond in the comments if you know of any others. Oh dear. I don't think we're quite on center. Let's see.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was a little bit of a hard landing, but we are centered, at least, and we're not in danger of deviating off of the runway either, so. Yes, we are using the manual brake. Cool view of Mt Fuji, the Tokyo sunset, I would guess. I don't think it's sunrise. This cockpit view, I can't, I guess I can adjust what I'm looking at. Oh, wow, I can go to the other side? I can't look down, so there's no instruments other than the autopilot and the front part of the overhead panel, which is interesting. And of course, none of these light up. It's really just for show. So, of course, obviously, this game being the way it is, there's no use of the autopilot. Everything is manually flown. But interestingly, this is one of the few, if not the only, flight simulators where you could actually pilot the plane like this, viewing it directly from the center, as opposed to, you know, captain or first officer's seat, which is interesting. I wonder if we try to fly like this, would that help? It'd be tough because you got this big pillar in front of you, and that would obstruct your view of the runway. So, I can't even see. But that may very well be the objective. Is if you could see the runway from this view, you're not centered. Interestingly enough, this is a quite nice model of the 787. The Sonic Powered actually does a decent job with their aircraft models. If you play their ATC sims, they've got other types of aircraft besides the 787, and they look fairly realistic. Obviously, there's no real-life airlines in these games. They don't have licensing for it, most likely, and so they come up with these, you know, fictional airlines that have a similar aesthetic, if anything, to their real-world counterparts. I know that these colors look very similar to that of ANA, although there is another airline, All Nippon, in the ATC sims that I believe is based off of ANA. There's another airline based off Japan Airlines, and so on and so forth. This airline, Air Sonic, appears to be more or less just an original airline that's not really based off of any real-world airline, which makes sense because Air Sonic, Sonic Powered, it's based off their own image. Stretch the glide a little, stretch the glide a little. Let's see, where do we hit it? Where do we hit it? Oh, right on it. Right on it. Nice. Oh, not quite centered. Yeah. Oh, we didn't center it. Wow. That's kind of disappointing. Okay. We had a bad landing because we didn't center it at the end. Wow. That's harsh. That's quite harsh, actually. Alright, I think maybe we'll try and nail this landing, and then we'll probably call it a day. We'll call it a video after this. I'm not going to do all 18 stages today, at least. That would be too much. Oh dear, we're too high. Too high, not quite centered.
300. Approaching minimum 200. Minimum 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hopefully we touched down on the mark and kept it center, which it looks like we're doing, according to what I'm seeing, at least. Check if the manual brake using. Check if using manual brake. It's more like it. Alright, let's see. A lot of replays today, which I actually kind of enjoy this. I remember when, way back when, I used to play Flight Simulator 2004. No, 2004 or 10, one of those. And I used to always view the replays of the landings I did. In current Flight Simulator, I can't seem to figure out how to get replays to work. I believe there's something you have to turn on. You have to activate replays or something like that in Flight Sim 2020, which is the flight sim I played most on this channel. But I can't seem to get it to work, so I don't know. I'll have to look into that a bit later. I'd love to see the replays of some of the landings I've done in that game, but so far I haven't been able to yet. Not all my landings in that game have been smooth, obviously. Oh, I thought that was a contrail first. That is a pier, it looks like, going out into Tokyo Bay. I wonder what that is. I forgot what that is. I know it's something. I think it's like a highway that turns into a tunnel. I'm not sure. I'll have to check and see what that is. I had another video where I did the Tokyo Air Tour. I flew a 737 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, kind of low above Tokyo to catch a lot of the sights and just to kind of see how realistic the map was, which it was definitely impressive in terms of realism. And I believe I did this landing. So I'll post the link to the video down below. Let's see. We were definitely high, a little too high. We had to bring it down quite a bit. And again, stretch the glide, stretch the glide. Let's see. How did we position that? Oh, little bit ahead, and nearly turned off the runway. Oh, that's not centered. Oh, we might get dinged for that. Yeah. Perfect score. Look at that. Look at that. Stage clear, 100 out of 100. And that is a good place to end it. I think we'll end it on a real high note. Yeah, maybe in a later video I'll try out some of the additional stages and see what other scenarios there are. But I think this is a good spot to call it a video. So thank you everyone for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end, especially. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps the channel a lot. And as always, more content to come on Japan Sim World. Please stay tuned. Bye-bye.